Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Yun Lee speaking. Before we get started, just a disclaimer that this is an opinion video, and that means that my viewpoints do not necessarily reflect the viewpoints of Diablo Body Jewelry, Diablo Rojo, Diablo Piercing and Tattoo Studio, all three of out of Austin, Texas, or Body Circle, the manufacturer, which is based out of Washington State, I think. Anyways, so this is an opinion video. These viewpoints are my own, and I am aware of slander and libel laws, so I'm going to go ahead and keep things as factual as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all what I got and what I got from Diablo Body Jewelry, and we'll go from there. Now remember, Diablo Body Jewelry is the retailer, not the manufacturer. The manufacturer is Body Circle. All right. So as you can see, we have the 2 gauge right here. That's the 2 gauge. Then we have 0 gauge, double 0 gauge, and then we have this monster right here, which is what I just got the other day. Now, this one's a little unique because the core is 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and those are 1 inch ball ends from 3/4 inch. Now, I want you to look very carefully at these and tell me if you can find something that doesn't look right. Now, as you can see here, the there we go. Try and get a little more clear. See, these ones have the flush end. You see what I mean? It has a flush end on it. It's got the flush end. It's not curved, and the screw is very thick. Okay, that's the 2 gauge. 0 gauge. This should separate into 3 pieces, but for some reason it doesn't. Now this one is the only one with the inverted cone on the inside. Now, according to Diablo Body Jewelry, that's supposed to indicate high quality. I'm not sure. Now this is the 00. This is the one that I wore before I went and got the monster that I got today. Now, or yesterday, that's when I got it. Now, as you notice, this one also has a very thick screw. Okay, and the inside is flush. It's not in an inverted cone. This is what I got from Diablo Body Jewelry. Now, as you can see, comparing the 00 to the 0, the 00 to the 1/2 inch core, do you see the problem there? You see the inside is very tiny, and this one, as you can see, goes all the way through. All right. This one, however, does not. That does not go all the way through. Okay, that's the first problem. Second problem, as you can see, this again is the 00 head. Okay, this is one of the 00 balls. Okay, and as you can see, it's flush, very thick screw. You see. However, the one that I got through Diablo Body Jewelry from Body Circle has a very tiny screw on the inside. It has a very tiny screw on the inside, inverted conical shape, and the problem is the fact that, well, you see the very tiny screw. I don't have a lot of confidence that this is going to go ahead and hold up. See, Diablo Body Jewelry, they say that this is very high quality merchandise, but I'm not so sure because of the fact that the screw is very tiny compared to how heavy the ball actually is. Not to mention the fact that, like I said, this is the 00 core. That one goes all the way through. Okay. This is the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch core and does not go all the way through. So I'm very concerned about that. Okay. So those are all the different sizes. So we got, again, try and get these back into line here. We got, one more time, we got the, we got the 2, 0, 00, and then this. All right. Now this cannot be made by just any company. It has to be specially ordered, custom ordered. And I got mine from Diablo Body Jewelry. Now, the thing is, I'm going to go ahead and flip this back around to me because I know I only got so much time on this HD mode before it stops. So we're going to go ahead and put this back on me now. Here's the thing. See, when you order something, especially something that's over $170 something, where's that receipt at? I got it in here somewhere. When I go ahead and order something and it's over $173, here we go. Here's a receipt from Diablo Rojo. That's the main company. Diablo Body Jewelry from Austin, Texas, USA. Here's the thing. Total spent, including upgrading the 3/4 inch ball ends to 1 inch ball ends, was $15. So instead of getting the 3/4 inch ball ends and 1 inch ball ends, I just upgraded and got the 1 inch ball ends instead. And the total plus upgrades, the very cheap shipping and everything was $173.32. Okay. Now you'd expect that for that much money, you get nicer packaging, friendlier customer service. No, it was actually the exact opposite. See, as I mentioned in the unboxing video, Diablo Body Jewelry, instead of consulting with me and asking me what option I would like, they went ahead and chose for me, and they chose the absolute cheapest, lowest option they could find while using the cheapest packaging they could find. Now, see, since I'm the one that's paying for the shipping, I don't mind paying extra if it means that my package gets to me a little bit safer. You see? Now, in the unboxing video that you saw, the envelope was damaged. That's because they went ahead and ripped things off of it. That more than likely happened during shipping because they might apply labels, take labels off. Now, because it was sent in an envelope and not a box, that's the reason why that stuff like that happens. Now, see, what I was expecting is something that looks like this, okay? This is something that my tie clip came in. Now, as you can see, it won't fit. Well, maybe. So something like this actually will fit, you see, because you can put one in there, one in there, and then you put the core in the middle, something like this, all right? This is about what I was expecting, okay? This is not what I got. In the unboxing video, you saw exactly what I got, and I was not happy about that. Spending that much money, and I get cheap packaging. Now, the one thing I will say in favor of Diablo Body Jewelry is that they did actually sterilize my equipment. This is the sterilization package that I got. As you can see, it's not a hard plastic case. It's actually a plastic. It's something you can tear very easily. And the sterilization date was on 7/20/24. All right, 7/20/24. Now, the thing is the fact that, yes, I'm disappointed in my purchase. Yes, I also know it cannot be refunded. So the only thing I can do is hope and pray that this doesn't break. Because if it does break, then that means I have to go back to my 00, and I really don't want to. Because I spent 15 years looking for a manufacturer that would actually make the jewelry that I actually wanted. And now that I actually have that, the problem is the fact that the bad customer service. That's the other thing I have a problem with, is the bad customer service. You see, when someone spends that much money on a custom piece of jewelry, like a one-of-one custom piece of jewelry, I'm sure other people have ordered the same thing too. But the thing is, though, is that when you order a custom piece of jewelry like that, you actually expect people to be just a little bit nicer than what Philip has done. All right. Now, the thing is, though, is the fact that if anyone asks me, what should I do? What should I do? Well, simply put, if you choose to buy from Diablo Body Jewelry, that's your choice. I'm not going to tell you not to buy from them. All right. Just be aware the fact that their customer service is very lax, and the fact that they may take several days or even weeks to respond to your email, or they may even just ignore your email altogether. Why? I don't know. But that's what they're going to do. Now, the other thing is the fact that if I could find another manufacturer or another retailer that could sell half-inch by half-inch shaft with two ball ends, but with the thick screw, like with my 00, you see the thick screw here. If I could find someone that makes the 1-inch ball end like this, but with the thick screw like this, and not the conical shape, but flush like this one, I would happily buy from them. But unfortunately, I don't have that much cash, so I have to be happy with what I have. But one of the things I found out about this barbell is the fact you can't eat with it. It's too big. You can, but the problem is that with the inverted conical shape on the inside, it stores food. And you know, food, if it's stored in your mouth for too long, it starts to go rancid and starts to rot. So you have to take the barbell out before you eat. You can sleep with it though. And I did do that last night, but you can't eat with it. And talking is almost impossible because of the fact that there's so much metal in your mouth. Trying to talk is, like I said, it's almost impossible. Now, for if any of you have seen me previously, you know that I live in Vietnam. And because I live in Vietnam, that means I also speak Vietnamese a little bit. Now, my Vietnamese is also almost unintelligible because of this set. So I bought it because it's a dream of mine that I've had for 15 years. And I know that there's a lot of challenges that I have to deal with when talking with this set and everything like that. Now, I have to wash it every day. Essentially, I have to wash it in the morning and at night because it's so big. The one thing that I'm worried about because it's so small and the screws are so small, the main thing I'm worried about is what's going to happen if I accidentally over tighten it and I snap that screw on the inside. Now, this is supposed to be made with 316 LVM stainless steel, F138 ASTM standard. But the thing is, though, is the fact that tolerance will only go so far as metal goes. Eventually, it will reach a breaking point. And I hope that that doesn't happen with this. Now, the problem is, like I said, the problem is the fact that it's too big, but at the same time, it's something I've always wanted. So in real life here in Vietnam, I don't really talk that much anyways. So it's not that big of a deal. Now, my wife, she doesn't like it because it seriously distorts my voice to the point where it's really hard to understand what I'm saying. And the only time that she can actually understand me is when I take it out. But like I said, it's something I've always wanted. That's the reason why I bought it. Ugh. As far as other news goes, there's not really much else to talk about. I mean, I stopped making videos for a whole year, like I said in the unboxing video, just because of the fact that I recognize that I'm a toxic person, you know, and even the slightest thing will have me make a video about it, and I just didn't want to do that anymore. So I had to take time off to go ahead and, you know, realize what's actually going on. And I saved my video, the one video that would break my hold, you know, of not making videos on this, which again, like I said, it's not something I'm happy with. And Body Circle, if you see this video, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you, especially about your partnership with Diablo Body Jewelry, Diablo Rojo, and Diablo Piercing Attachment Studios. Because anyone who talks to me the way that Philip has talked to me, in my opinion, should not be associated with your company. Because I know more about customer service than he does, if that's even a dude on the other end, because I don't even know. But I know more about customer service than he does. And I know for a fact that you never talk to someone the way he talked to me. Now, the whole experience, because Diablo Body Jewelry used a third-party shipper called GlobalPost, it ended up bouncing around from Austin, Texas to Chicago for a whole week before it finally left Chicago O'Hare, went through Narita, and then landed at Tan Son Nhut Airport here in Ho Chi Minh City. Now, if they had used another service like DHL or UPS, it would have gotten here much faster. Especially if they had asked me, hey, do you want to pay a little extra and maybe get it there a little sooner? I would give that option. This is the only thing we can do. This is the only option you have. Okay. So I don't like using third party shippers. I think that it's not that difficult to go to UPS and tell them, hey, I want to ship this body jewelry to Vietnam. It's made out of F-138 ASTM certified surgical grade stainless steel, and that's all it is. It it has 3 separate parts, all have been sterilized. It's in sterilized packaging to make it easier to go through customs, and that's all it is. It's not that hard. I mean, if I can ship stuff from America to Vietnam myself using UPS, then they can too. They just chose not to, which makes me upset because of the fact that to me it's just a sign of laziness. You know, if you're not willing to actually go down to the UPS store in person to mail off the package and you want everything delivered door to door so that you never have to leave your house, it's just a sign of laziness. Because if I was in their shoes, I would do that. If someone is spending that much money and they want something shipped halfway across the world, I would go down to the UPS store in person, fill out all the proper paperwork, make sure it's packaged nice, make sure it looks nice, make sure it's in an actual box and not an envelope, make sure it's packaged properly and everything, make it look nice, and then ship it that way. Now, as far as the actual manufacturing process from Body Circle, I'm confused about that because, like I said, tiny screw, giant ball, smaller ball, huge screw. To me, the huge screw means stability, okay? Tiny screw indicates problem. So like I said, honestly, I don't know if that's going to last for several years because that's how I'm going to have this for several years. I'm not going to get rid of it right away, obviously, because I just spent so much money on it. Anywho, it looks like this video is already hitting the 20-minute mark, so I'm using this software to record because for some reason the thing on my computer is not picking it up. So just go ahead and recap. I know that there's different manufacturers and they make things their own way, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. It's just I'm concerned with how this was made because I'm concerned about whether or not it's actually going to last for several years. Because I want to wear it all the time, obviously, except for when I eat. When I sleep, when I bathe, always have it in, except for when I eat. And I'm worried that these screws might break. As far as Diablo body jewelry and Philip goes, well, in my opinion, like I said, he's either the owner, a tenured employee, or an employee who just doesn't care at all. And those kind of employees are dangerous for a company because of the fact they can make the company lose business. So, Philip, if you're watching this, you need to go ahead and retake customer service training courses and learn how not to talk to customers. Because the way you talk to me through the email is very rude, very disrespectful, and not something you should ever do if you ever want to retain business and have people come back and buy from your website. And as far as your website goes, it's antiquated. You need to update it. Because if the website cannot accept Vietnamese characters, that means it's an older website. It's not a newer one. Even though everything is copyrighted 2024, that doesn't mean the website itself is up to date. Now, I'm no tech expert as far as websites go, but I do know that if a website refuses to use international characters, that means there's something wrong with the code and that the code is too old. It has to be updated. Not to mention the fact that you need to update it to accept different payment options so that when people order, they can order either through the debit credit card, PayPal, or through something like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Pi when Picoin becomes available for use. So you need to update your website, add more payment options, and take customer service training courses. All right, because you really need to improve how you talk to your customers. So to go ahead and cap off this video, I'm going to go ahead and tell everyone that yes, this is Yoon Lee Han, broadcasting from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. This is a reaction video to the unboxing video that I did previously. So, Philip, if you're watching this, like I said, you need to retake your customer service training courses because you don't talk to customers like that. All right. To everyone else, I want to go ahead and say have a good day, be safe, and I will see you again soon when I make my next video. Peace.